So Donald Trump is officially eyeing Social Security. I want to explain what this means because a lot of people think this absolutely means there's going to be a cut. No. Donald Trump has said and he has vowed that he will not cut Social Security, which means your benefits are safe for now. It also means the full retirement age is not changing. It's not going up even 1 year, according to Donald Trump just a couple weeks ago. Now, in today's video, I want to explain why Donald Trump is eyeing Social Security, because he is looking to build and grow the economy. There is one way to do that that would actually benefit millions and millions of people, including retirees. So I'm going to break all this down in just a moment, explain what is going on and what we are likely to see in 2025. But all I ask is one thing. It takes 2 seconds. Go ahead, hit that like button if you enjoy these daily updates. And now let's begin. So yes, Donald Trump has vowed to protect Social Security, saying we will not see any cuts. But there's something else I think that is very interesting, because he has been promising things that, according to some, may not happen. Just look at this one. Donald Trump promised no taxes on Social Security benefits. That, according to experts, is going to be a very difficult bill to pass, simply because this is going to cause Social Security's trust fund to become insolvent a little bit sooner. And obviously, nobody wants that, because that's going to happen in 2034. Now, here's where things are really getting interesting. Donald Trump vowed that there will be no cuts. He also said we will not raise the full retirement age. But here's the problem. We're starting to get more reports that everything is costing too much money, especially for retirees that are on a fixed income. Well, here's what Donald Trump has said. Bringing down prices once they have already gone up is going to be extremely difficult. It's a tough thing to do, is to bring prices back down. Normally, we increase income in order to account for those price increases. Okay, what does this mean for Social Security recipients? Well, here's the thing. We are going to have a very, very difficult time increasing monthly benefits. Okay, it's going to be very tough to do, simply because it's going to cause the Social Security Trust Fund to become insolvent sooner. We've already experienced that just when the House and the Senate passed the Social Security Fairness Act, which is going to add about $196 billion over the next 10 years to our deficit. That right there is going to cause Social Security's trust fund to become insolvent about 6 months sooner. That's an issue. But keep this in mind. Donald Trump's plan is even bigger. Listen to this. This person was saying, here is the problem. Millions of retirees are debating whether they should be going back to work, or should they just try to maintain their current lifestyle with the amount of money that they receive on Social Security, which right now they're struggling to do. It says, as a result, millions are contemplating going back to work. But here's the problem. If you are not yet at full retirement age, you will get penalized for going back to work and making more money than a set amount. Okay, I'm going to explain more on that in a minute. Meaning your Social Security check would be lower. Look at this. This is the annual income limit for 2024. So before full retirement age, if you are retired and you're just before the full retirement age, which is age 67 or 66 and whatever months depending on your age, your annual limit, your income limit right here is $22,320. For every $1 or every $2 over that you make, $1 is deducted. Okay? That's a problem. That means that if you make, let's say $2 over this, so you make $22,322, well, $1 would have been deducted from your Social Security check. Okay? So 50% is deducted. That's a pretty big deal. Now, the year you reach full retirement age before your birthday, your annual income limit is $59,529. This is why it's such a big deal. It's because for every $3 over that annual limit you make, you are only losing $1. That's not bad. But guess what? This is where many experts, okay, there are multiple lawmakers are talking about this. Let's increase the annual income limit. Let's increase it. Because you know what Donald Trump really likes? He likes people that work. Keep in mind, Donald Trump is currently 78 years old. Okay? And he's still working. Yeah, he golfs quite a bit, but he's still working. Look at this again. If we increase this, so now he's enticing workers, enticing people on Social Security to go back to work. Okay? Go get a job, make more money, put more money into your bank account. Right? Live off of your income, not off your Social Security benefits. If you do that, and we can increase this annual income limit to, let's say, $30,000, that's a big jump. Now you don't have to really worry about this. Or we increase this one up to $75,000. Again, right here, once you reach full retirement age, there's no annual income limit. Right there, that will push more people to go back to work. And keep in mind this one. If he were to get the approval for no taxes on Social Security benefits, could he go one step further and say that no taxes at all if you are at full retirement age or older? Yeah, that's what some are speculating that Donald Trump's going to do. But here's the interesting thing. We've heard Donald Trump's plans for many months. And he says all these things, and some things are like, yeah, it's a really good idea. We should do that. Other people and other, the media, bash some of his ideas. And so he's throwing out all these ideas to figure out what sticks and what the American people like. It's a great strategy. Yeah, many people don't like him or don't like what he's saying, but it works because now we can figure out what the American people truly want. Now, here's the next one. In, I believe, 1983, that was the last time the Social Security, there's actually a Social Security reform. That's when we increased the full retirement age, or slowly started to increase it. That's when all that stuff happened. But here's the big thing. In 1983, the life expectancy on average was 74.6 years. That was back in 1983. Okay? So, 41 years later, now in 2024, the average life expectancy is 77 and a half years old. Okay, so almost a 3-year increase. That's not huge, but it's substantial. For men, it's 74.8. For women, it's 80.2. Women just live longer than men on average. Now, here's what we do know. Lawmakers are looking into this, and they're debating whether or not life expectancy should be a factor when it comes to the full retirement age, or the benefits that you receive if you do stop working or continue to work. This is where it's turning into a big deal. Now, we want to read you one last thing, okay? Right now, millions and millions of Americans are attempting to make ends meet. And they don't want to go back to work simply because they know they will be hit with a penalty if they get over this limit. But here's where things are interesting. The majority of people do not make over $59,000 per year once they reach the full retirement age. Okay, this is right before it. Now, before full retirement age, the $22,000, there are still many seniors that will not make $22,000. They can work part-time and make $20,000 and they'd be perfectly fine. But it's because they haven't been educated on what these limits are. That's what many lawmakers are saying, is that you talk to people about this and tell them, well, as long as you don't go over that annual income limit. And they're like, oh yeah, I'm not working. But here's the thing. Most people wouldn't even hit that limit. They wouldn't even get there. So they never have to worry about these penalties. But at this time, so many people are just concerned about it because that's what they've been told. But experts believe that if now we start to educate the people on Social Security a little bit better, then they can make that decision for themselves. Do they stay on Social Security and just stay retired? Or Do they go back to work, continue to bring in their Social Security benefits, right, and double up? That right there could save millions of people, because then they could afford their home, their car, health insurance, medicine, utilities, food, and so on. So we'll see what happens, but what we're hearing right now is, yes, Donald Trump is eyeing Social Security in its entirety. Not just cuts, not just the full retirement age. He's looking at everything and how we can fix the entire program. But the one thing I can tell you is this will not be a quick fix. This is something that will likely take years to actually fix. So we'll see what happens during that time, but that is what we know as of today. So again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.